to the house that Rockne built. Leahy turned into legacy. Parsegan renovated and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going to try to get it himself. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And after having a nice gain like that on 1st down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Using his legs, it's Wick. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
And the ball is intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you want it to open up. It isn't how you want it to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
first down for this offense. Handoff to the single back. Oh, what a move! Still running at the 40. There he goes to the right. The 20. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass, it's Coffee. Ball in the air, intercepted. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Fires to the tight end. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Takes a snap, wants to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. He's looking to throw. Gets away. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. This defense standing tall, trying to get the stop on 3rd and goal after having their backs against the wall. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To throw, it's Coffee. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. I know you want to prepare for it same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He gets a block, and they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Nice move to stay on his feet. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Notre Dame. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. NC State was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Wolfpack performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
The lone back's got it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually...
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Final play of the quarter coming. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He'll try the left side. At the 40, there he goes. He's off to the races. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Irish.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring. So they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
On the run, it's Wicks. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to throw, it's Coffee. Coming after him. Throws it in. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And the defense finally makes the stop. Sweet run and good gain. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He'll pitch it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. He leaves it with the back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Spins away from the defender. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one splits the uprights.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw, using his legs to buy some time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, it's Coffee. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Stanford! What a catch and run for 6. Lining up to add another. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. So they got the score. The lead is still 18 as they prepare to kick off. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line, and the returner is stopped. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They're trying to get to it. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Stanford quickly to the line. To the air. It's Coffee. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Caught behind the line. It's Wicks. Makes the catch and knocked down. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. He wants to throw. Forced out of the pocket. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. On the run, still looking. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Florida State. One way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And the returner will be knocked down. Here come the Irish back on offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Looking deep. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You've got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Looking to move it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. What a snag by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off. They're testing the right side here. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. It's complete. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Touch pass on the right. Hard running there. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got him downfield. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Got his man quickly. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Trying to barge their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal coming up. They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt. They'll get the two-point conversion, and now the lead is 14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish, back on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He makes the grab. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Discards a man. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's going to run it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They want that clock to run. Makes the tackle right at the 28, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the 1st down. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! A great catch and run for 6. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. To the air, it's Coffee. Gets it out fast. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
He wants to throw it again. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. It's caught, and he'll be brought down. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires left. Makes a connection. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Coffee. Pocket starts to collapse. To toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Getting some heat. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Got room on the return. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. And he tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense getting set for first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.